Now I have to tell one more thing. Wow, Indian music is so much connected with the Kundalini awakening, which perhaps I have never talked to you about, is that when the Kundalini rises, she passes through various centers and subplexuses. And when she's rising, she makes the sound altogether is Om. But when you try to refract all these into different sounds, it becomes, from the first chakra, if you start Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. At the Sahasrara it is Ni. So there are 7 chakras, it makes the sound. Now when the Kundalini rises, she has to pass through all these subplexuses. Now as you know, there is, the first center has got 4 subplexuses. So the tala is built on 4. Then you have 6 plexuses. We have a tala on 6. Then it passes through the 10. So we have a tala in 10. Then passes through 12. So we have a tala of 12. Last of all is Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna's place, where it has got 16 subplexuses. So it passes through 16 subplexuses. So you can imagine how it works out. At the time of Agya Chakra, as you know, it's only the 2 matras are there. So one has to play only on 2 matras, where you reduce everything to 2 matras. So far, I don't think Indian music has reached that stage where it just plays with 2 matras. It will be very difficult. But in the south, I think they play sometimes with 3 matras. It's something surprising, which is the Triguna, what we call the 3 matras. So that from 4 it becomes 2, and then in the Sahasrara it is 3, but at the end of it is 1,000 petals. And when all these start dancing, the 1,000 petals start dancing with the permutations and combinations of all these subplexes. So it is so woven into the classical music, the whole awakening of the Kundalini, of which perhaps the modern artist may not be aware of, but it is said, everyone knows that Indian music is based on the first sound, that is Om, the Omkara. So this is how all these talas are based, and that's why you are so overjoyed. Though maybe you may not have understood the classical intricacies of the whole thing, but the whole thing was so spontaneous and elevating your Kundalini so well that it gave you the joy. Ultimately, after all, what you have to have, the joy and not the intellectual analysis of it. So the whole thing, the sum total of it was tremendous joy, and we have to thank all of them for that. May God bless you. 16 matras you know of Krishna's is divided into 2, you see, 2 halves. First half is the right side, and the second half is the left side. So at the left side, when it goes called Kal, means a lower position, lower beat, or say a milder beat. So from the Shukla Paksha to the Krishna Paksha, as you call it, or you can call it from the right to the left, and he goes playing on the left side there. So this is the 2 sides of the Vishuddhi Chakra, very well expressed. And Ektala of 12 matras. We have Ektala of 12 matras. And that is, you know, is of the Shiva. Shiva has got 12 subplexuses. And that's how it is the 12 matras, and it's very, Ektala is a very solid thing, like din, din. And sometimes they play it so slowly that between the 2 there's a big gap. And that's how Shiva's work is. So it's all very, very symbolic. Gradually you will evolve into it, and you will see to it how Indian music is built around the basic primordial music. May God bless you.